environment for students. He treats kids with dignity and respect. Rod believes that their social and emotional needs must be met before they can be available for learning. Rod can always be seen fighting for the underdog and is the teacher who will take all the students that need extra love, support, and understanding. He goes above and beyond to support students in the class as a teacher and on the field as a coach. Rod believes in working with kids to provide them opportunities to learn and grow. Rod Marvin.
Touching the soul. The topic is education is a life-changing process for both teachers and students. How about instead, the pinnacle of education is a reciprocation of those touching the soul moments between a student and teacher. Both topics are synonymous, involving a life-changing process. Carl Jung stated, "One looks back with appreciation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touched our human feelings." The curriculum is so much necessary raw material, but warmth is the vital element for the growing plant and for the soul of the child. The warmth is a touching of the soul. The growing plant is a metaphor for the student whose soul is touched. With fond gratitude, I look back to the educators that changed me. So often touching my soul, Mrs. Hearns, Bensler, Sahakian, Mr. Jones, and Jameson. Henry Adams wrote, "A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." I recently learned from a former student, currently a colleague of mine, that the reason she went into teaching was because of me. I nor she will ever know how much that influence will impact her life, my life, or her family's life. For me, her words were a touching the soul moment. For her, being a student of mine was a life-changing one. Helen Keller said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." The best and most beautiful things are those that reach the soul. I just experienced and learned from one of these felt from the heart situations last week. Thinking my teaching had become tedious and yes, sometimes trivial, a student left a note on my desk. Her letter was uniquely heartfelt. This low student had potential as a writer. In her letter, she stated how she loved coming to school. Every day in class was like a vacation. Wow! I'm thinking the class has become tedious, trivial. She's thinking vacation. To my fellow educators, I end with this. A touching the soul experience is of the highest calling. There is nothing more rewarding. Always strive to touch a soul and be thankful and appreciative to those who touched your soul. So I owe a big thanks to those who came out tonight to support me. You've touched my soul. Thank you.